Hi, I'm Peg Murphy, and welcome back to Radian6.
And I'm Kevin Christofferson. Thanks for joining us.
All right. So, enough theory. On to practice. Get out that laptop or desktop. Is everybody situated?
Yes, and we're pull up Radian6. So our first challenge is on trending.
Okay. One of the best things about Radian6 is you can track up-to-the-minute trends. You can do it as we've talked about before, 1 day, 7 day, 30 days, whatever you want to look at. It'll help you and your clients or your class project get current trend data, and it'll do it quickly so you can spend your time coming up with insights and unbelievable, strategically smart recommendations. So we're going to practice.
Exactly. So to get started, we're going to first need to set up your topic profile. And we've done a tutorial, so you should be able to do that. Be sure to include your keywords and competitors as well. And for the sake of this assignment, be sure to pick 30 days out. So a 30-day look.
Because it's a trend thing. So
we want to see what the trends are like over 30 days. So first thing we're going to do is go to this running man right here on the screen. I'm going to click this, and you'll see Widget Gallery. Wow, gourmet ice cream. We've been working with this throughout our tutorials, and we're going to continue. And look, it's at 30 days. I'm going to hit Continue.
Okay, so this is assuming you already built your whole topic profile, right?
Correct. And so now I'm going to hit this, Basic Widgets, the black box. Double-click it, and I'm going to get some widgets. The River of News. Create this widget for me.
Okay, we're only going to pick a few of them, but let's just keep going, Kevin.
Topic Conversation Cloud. Create this widget for me. Topic Analysis by Media Type. And we're not going to use that right now. And so Topic Trend. You could just skip through some of these. Yes, I'm going to create this widget for me. Topic Trend by Media Type. Yes, I'm going to take that. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Top video and images.
Okay, so because we are looking for trends. And then the other ones, Kevin, that would be good to get for this is sentiment trends and top tweeters.
Tweeters, and let me go back and get sentiment, which is probably back here.
Now, you guys can add whatever you want to it, but these are some quick ways to get a sense of trends and how people are feeling about things.
And once we do that, we hit I'm done. And look, your dashboard is filled with the widgets we just selected.
Okay. What we're doing right now, you can do for the topic overall, you can do for your brand, and you can do for your competitor based on how you set up your competitive profile. So let's start by getting a little overview of what's going on with our topic trend. So the three we're going to look at first, Kevin, are topic trend, and that's based on all the variables that you incorporated into your topic profile. We're looking at this on a 30-day period. So today we happen to be looking at July 16th to August 15th. And we see some peaks and valleys. If I were you, what we're going to do is capture these images, and then we are also going to write up a couple of findings. So questions to you, and if you look in your worksheet, it's telling you this too. How is your overall topic trending? Is it going up? Is it going down? Why are there key peaks?
And let's open up a key peak. So here on the July 31st at 10 p.m., there's a key peak. So if I mouse over it and click, I get a little box, and I can open up a River of News or a Conversation Cloud. Let's open up the River of News and see what's going on then. And as you can see, it's opening up.
You have to wait a second for this. So as you work through this, look at the worksheet you've been given, hopefully.
Aha.
You can sort of trend that. So what is happening that made that go up so high? I start looking, and if you look down in the column on the far right, you have some analytics that we'll talk about more later, but in the gray boxes you can see, and we could look by top 10, or we can just look like by the overall river. Maybe it'd be helpful to look by top 10 if it doesn't take too long to populate. So remember, this is based on when you prepare top 10, it is because of how...
Aha. Here we go. So I can mouse over this, but I want to read more about it, so I'm going to open it up. Again, I'm going to double click on this.
Okay.
And it usually opens.
And this says it's about Chick-fil-A, but let's, and the whole thing...
Oh, it probably opened under here somewhere, of course. So now, sometimes when you double-click things, they open up underneath, and here it is. So Patrick T. Davis, the radical rebranding of Chick-fil-A and Jerry's, proudly supports a range of liberal-minded causes. I clearly see that Kenneth Cole's dedication to equality and fighting AIDS takes center stage in the company's iconic and witty advertisements, and its namesake CEO stands publicly and proudly of its beliefs.
So we might want to click on that and actually go to the source and read this story.
There was controversy going on with Chick-fil-A this summer, so you could find out what's going on. And obviously, if you're working on this, you'd want to dig a little further and find out what's going on exactly with your brand so you have some insights, so you understand what's going on. And PR-wise, this is a great challenge for the PR students, obviously.
Right. If we were working on Ben & Jerry's, or which one was it, Ben & Jerry's, we would be all over this, because do we want to be associated with Chick-fil-A with what's been going on in the summer? I don't know. We certainly would need to have some responses prepared and probably a proactive plan about how we're going to deal with this, and recommendations for the board and for the marketing director and the president, people like that.
Correct. So I'm going to click off this, and I'm going to get rid of this. That's what we just opened. So that was what was trending at that point.
Topic trends. So we look for the peaks in the last 30 days, and I would probably write a sentence or two, and I would go ahead and look at the other one as well. So that's your job. So you're going to want to take a little time. You might want to pause us and come back when you've done that.
Perfect. So now that I've looked at that, I'm just going to get rid of this widget for now. And we're going to work through the other ones.
Topic sentiment trends. So this tells us overall about positive. We're looking for it, like Kevin said. You have to kind of dig around because you got a couple things open. And we've got positive, negative, neutral, mix. So the same kind of thing. So a little bit of thinking, the so what part I always say, is how is its sentiment trending overall?
Again, that's that same peak. And I'm assuming if I open that...
We got a lot of neutrals, some positives. You have to kind of go through and look. What's making it go up or down? And interestingly enough, the one that Kevin just opened, was the timing the same as all the Chick-fil-A?
Exactly. It's still the same as Chick-fil-A. So it's not surprising. And over time, you'll probably notice that sentiment will flow
along with what's going on in terms of the overall trend. But if I were preparing a report for the CFO and was asking, hey, if we're Ben & Jerry's, is Chick-fil-A hurting us? Well, it's popping up. I don't know if that volume, when we talk about analytics, if we worry about it. Now look at these comments. Is your conscience speaking? Put the lid, return the...
Kristen Stewart dropped from Snow and the White and Huntsman sequel. Let's look at top 10 just for fun. And it's a Kristen Stewart. Robert Pattinson breaks first interview with Kristen breakup. So
and this is that funny video, if you missed it, where he sits there and they have some ice cream.
And here we go. And that's why that was trending on that day. But I'm not going to play it, but you can right here.
Yeah, it's funny. You should.
Okay, so we kind of know what's going on.
And then the last piece of that I would look at, so we've looked at overall trends, we've looked at sentiment, we've looked at some of the things causing the peak and valleys, and you can document those findings. I'd probably look at trend topic by media type. Now that'll help me take a look at where it's going by media outlet. And again, poor Kevin is digging through here a little bit to see if he can find out where this is coming from. So trend by media type.
I'm going to make this a little bigger for all of you.
Right, so we can all see it. You'll see there's videos, there's blogs, there's forums, so all those different sources. If you click on any one of them in particular, you can see, wow, look at all those.
Again, July 10th, we know what that peak was, the Chick-fil-A controversy. But let's look at this, let's go back to July 24th.
And look at how important Twitter is, huh? In terms of the number of responses and things like that.
Let's open up River of News and see what's going on there. And again, this is going to take some time. So if I'm doing this for research purposes, which I'm going to do for my brand, you're going to have to spend some time here. It's not just going to pop up. You have to go through each and every widget, open things up, explore as you're doing research to understand exactly what's going on, who's making comments, and what's going on in the social media web.
Planning our media buys, if I am planning in terms of PR, when I want to work and I want to reach people, it's interesting. So look where mainstream news is versus if you truck along and just follow versus Twitter or forum blogs and things like that. Kind of interesting. You know, food and ice cream in particular is a hot blog topic, so interesting.
Very.
Okay, good. So if you've had time to go through and do that, you'll be ready to join us on the next section where we'll start pulling apart a little bit about conversation clouds and River of News.